Hey everybody. So as we're approaching this full moon eclipse, there's a lot of energy bubbling up, and some of it is affecting our our physical hood. So if you're finding words are coming out wrong, like for example, I was saying coming, but it came out gumming, and all I can do let it go because I just have to laugh at myself. And laughing is a recalibration, by the way. So I laugh a lot. So I must need a lot of recalibration. Um, if you're finding you're getting vibrations in the body, like you're vibrating, or you're hearing a pitch in the ear, or when you close your eyes, you're seeing like massive psychedelic colors, or maybe faces, or things of that nature. Um, this morning, I rolled over, waking up, and I had my right head on the pillow, and it felt like I had a space between the pillow and my ear where there was this chamber of air, like a chamber of air. I can't even describe it. Um, so if you have altitude and come down, things change and you can, but this was like pouring out air. And I just laid there patiently and just breathed, and I even moved my head a little bit to thinking maybe it was in a position that was creating it. And it wasn't. It kept up for like 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes. So a release valve for all the air up there. I don't know. Either way, we're going through stuff. So if you're mumbling or you're hearing things wrong, like for example, I was driving and I was listening to someone doing astrology, and they were saying the 8 of Wands or something. And I heard anal wands. So this is just stuff that we're all going to go through. And if you're feeling highs and lows, like one minute you're like, yeah, and the next minute you're like, you feel like, the way I like to describe it is flatlined. Like you don't have any feelings. Like they're just flatlined. Okay? Or your taste buds just aren't cutting it on certain things. Or you might be feeling like you're going to get sick and then you're fine. Or you feel fine and then something else comes along where you have a sneezing attack. There's so many things happening right now. And I know, like for me, the last few days, I kept sensing the energy was very different. And I said, this feels like the calm before the storm, the expression, right? But it was feeling very calm. And of course, it's old programming to think, oh, there's calm and then there's storm, right? And then we're getting interesting weather here in the Maryland, Virginia, DC. I live right on the border, where you're in shorts in the morning and all of a sudden you feel the cold front just right across your body. So we know, astronomy wise, when hot and cold air meet, there is something that's going to occur. And sometimes it storms, or sometimes it creates hurricanes and tornadoes. I don't know. I'm not an astronomist, but I know what my body feels. That's my very first sensory, and it's huge. And I had to learn as a child to really hone in, skill it, and master that. So my body tells me everything. So pay attention, good, bad, or indifferent, of what it is that you might be experiencing. And just make note. There's no fear attached. There's no jump ahead attached. Just make note that you are learning how to bob with these waves. You're just learning how to find yourself within this energetic wave. I know for me, my sight is in more color. The orbs are coming, which are living, breathing consciousness, are coming, and they flash louder, and they're talking to me, and I don't mean talking as in like this. I mean, they're telling me, hey, we're here. Don't try to figure us out. Just let us show you that you're surrounded by this love. And so I stopped really questioning, like, why are you here? What do you want? What is your meaning? And I mean, I was driving myself insane asking that question, not getting any answers. So now I was hearing just yesterday, can we just come in front of you and can you just close one eye and watch how this looks, and then open that eye and close the other eye, watch how it looks? Can you just look with both eyes? Can you close your eyes and see the exact same thing? And just, we're working with you. We're kind of schooling you on what it is that you're comprehending. So we're sort of testing you. Like they're testing me by, like, for example, I was at a football game last weekend, and I decided I would just look straight out and see my guide come, what was happening. But instead they came, and then they swung all the way to the right as far as they could go in my peripheral, and then all the way back to the left, and they did this like 3 times. It was like an eye exam. So it was like I was going like this all the way over, and in my mind's eye I'm like, okay, I can't see you anymore. And then they would come all the way back, and then I would look at them over there, and I did this back and forth like 3 or 4 times. So just like an eye exam and all that, they're moving my eyesight all around, which we know recalibrates the brain and all kinds of things. So I look at this as, okay, I'm learning, you're showing me, let me get out of my head of asking so many questions, and let me just be present with what it is that I'm feeling, seeing, sensing, etc. And just allow it to simply be. So if I could suggest that as you listen to this video, perhaps some things are occurring to you, and perhaps they're about to occur to you, or maybe it's all happening while I'm talking and you're listening, because we're on a vibratory thread with each other. And of course, my intention is always to elevate, self-empower, for you to tap in, because everybody's talented, everybody's gifted. It's just a matter of how much time do you want to devote to it, to hone it, skill it, and become a master of it. That's where I want to get you. So if you need any help on this journey, I'm happy to join you. Please email me at info@embodimentofthesoul.com. info@embodimentofthesoul.com. Check out my website. Bye.